not gonna stop from the top to the bottom. Little beat.
I don't know what it is, but he puts out complete trash and people still listen to it. So you know what, Ken? To your defense, he is a fucking genius. He puts out dudes. What?
He's a genius or he's a marketing?
He's a marketing.
No, Lil B's a fucking genius, my nigga. I remember winning a fight with Ken and Mike. Mike probably fucked Ken shit up. I can see that.
Number 2, Kendrick Lamar down. Number 1, Odyssey. It's the Iceberg.
Do the Odyssey again.
Odyssey.
Do the Odyssey.
Bro, just do your whole shit. Just do your whole shit over.
They said they wanted
You
to
sound
order.
so unprepared. You just,
But I can edit that part.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's do it over.
Alright.
You always have to do your shit over.
Number 5, I have Kendrick Lamar down. Number 4, I have Joyner Lucas.
that phone number.
Yeah, 508 507 2209. Number 3, I have Odyssey or Iceberg. Number 2, I have he has a long title too. Quelle Chris. Being you is great. I wish I could be you more often. And number 1, I think it's pretty obvious. Rock Marciano, Rosebud Revenge.
Alright, number 5, I got Joyner Lucas, 508, 507, 2209. Number 4, I got Jid, The Never Ending Story. Number 3, I got Freddie Gibbs, You Only Live Twice. Number 2, I got Kendrick Damn. Number 1, Jay-Z, 44.4.
I'm putting this shit in order as we go. I know. Number 5 is John Wayne, rap album number 2. Number 4 is Rock Marciano, Rosebud's Revenge. Number 3 is Jay-Z, 444. Number 2 is Kendrick Lamar's Damn. And number 1 number 1 is Odyssey, The Iceberg.
There you go. That was so much better.
Number 5, I have Beans, Wolves of the World. Number 4, I have Kendrick Lamar, Damn. Number 3, I got POS with Chill Dummy. Number 2, I got Brother Ali, All the Beauty in His Whole Life. And number 1, I got Sadistic with Alters.
The way I came up with my mid-year was a combination of what I thought was the best projects plus how often I go back listening to it. Joyner Lucas is relatively new, so, you know, but I've been bumping that shit. You know, his album is dope. Jid was earlier on in the year. I don't listen to it as much, but I haven't forgotten. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll go back here and there, and that motherfucker's amazing. Freddie Gibbs, I know when we did the review, nobody but me and B really liked it like that. And then I wasn't necessarily too surprised that you didn't have it on there, but I
still enjoyed it, but
yeah. But for me, I still listen to that shit. That project is hard as shit. Freddie, please give me something else.
Him and Madlib, they supposed to be dropping this.
Yeah. I'm what? So, man, when I started listening to this J project, I was like, FIFO, don't fan out. Don't fan out. But the more I'm listening to it,
I mean, you've had some time to listen to it before we came and did this.
Yeah, of course.
And as a big Jay-Z fan, it's almost undeniable. Yeah.
I was conflicted. I'm like, damn, Kendrick's Damn is really, really fucking good. And I've sat with it. I understand it. I know it. I got it. But this Jay-Z, I was just like, man, I gotta put it number 1. Like it's the.
Oh, you had him number 1.
Yeah, it was number 1. Number 1. And that's why, like in the review, I was like, let me not fan out. But when I was putting together my list, I'm like,
at the end of the day, it is a mid-year.
Yeah, it's mid-year, and it obviously can change.
Right.
You know,
for you, what other albums have come out that you like that's better than that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So, yeah.
Like there was some
It's justifiable.
Yeah, there was some fighting for, you know, to get 5. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But like once it got down to the top 3, I already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? I knew Jay was gonna be in my top 3. I just didn't know where. And then when I started listening to the other albums, I said, God damn, man, Jay gonna be number 1. Jay gonna be number 1. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
How'd you come up with yours?
Pretty much replay value. Well, my number 5, it was 3 albums fighting for my 5, which was ended up being, you know, Kendrick Lamar Damn, but it was John Wayne and Brother Ali album. Those 3 albums were fighting for like which one I'm gonna play at 5. But I have at least a feeling that they're gonna end up making the top 10 anyway once we do our 10 end of the year. So I was like, I know Brother Ali and John Wayne gonna be in my 10, but you'll see what this second half of the year is gonna come. But yeah, that was pretty much replay value. I play Rock Marciano almost at least once a day, almost.
What a day?
Yeah, I gotta listen. That's like my gospel in the morning. So I just gotta listen to it, man. I love that.
Okay.
Kodak Chris is another one I was bumping a lot too. That's another.
I gave that a spin, man. I gave that a spin a few times.
Man, I love it.
Yeah, I gave it a spin a few times.
Which one? The Kodak Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Odyssey never lets me down.
Yeah.
It's just.
I can always pop
I think,
on Odyssey.
yeah, and I think I said this in the review. I think ever since we've been doing Dead Hip Hop, every time we do year-end list, he's
always
in my list at some point.
If you drop some, yeah.
Yeah, if you drop some, he's never been like one. I don't think he's never made like the number one on my list, but he's always been like 2, 3, or 4 or something like
because
that.
I think with him, man, he's just like really good. You know what I mean? It's not like
and he's so consistent.
Yeah, he's just really good and consistent. It's not like a standout guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't blow you away.
Yeah. It's just like it's just really good.
Yeah.
For me, I replay value and so what I do and what I did this year is I had like all of the albums that I really, really love in a playlist. You know, so I don't have to go back and try to figure out what dropped here, what dropped there. I can just go through that playlist and like, all right, so let me find 5. So yeah, it was pretty much, easy pickings except for 5 because I was flip-flopping between Quelle Chris and John Wayne for that 5th spot. But everything else, like the new Jay-Z just came out and, I've been bumping that ever since it came out. There's just so much to kind of pull out and unpack for it, but I still think it was a little early to overtake the other ones that I had in front of it. Kendrick Lamar's obviously a great album. And, the Odyssey.
What was Kendrick on your list?
3.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
What was Jay?
Wait, no.
No, Jay was 2.
Jay was 3. Kendrick was 2. But I think with the Odyssey and why it was number 1 is that I played the album to death, and I played the album way more than I played Kendrick Lamar's album. And I think I referenced this in the review, like it's an album that I can play around my family, and it's a great album to me. And to have that extra added layer on top of it made it even better. But yeah, that doesn't take away from Kendrick or anything else that dropped, below it. Like, I think that's just when I'm looking at those 2 spots, it's really between those 2. So it's like I just bump Odyssey up to this 1 spot because of that. So
I always do it just replay value.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just makes it easier for me. I just say what have I listened to the most this year. That way I don't have to get into these fucking stupid debates about, well, you gonna say that so-and-so's project is better than so-and-so's project? Nah, that's not what I'm saying. This project might be well made or made better, but this one just called to me more. This one was saying, Mike, listen to me. Mike, listen to me. The only regret that I have, honestly, is I forgot about that Rock Marciano coming out this year. I totally forgot about that. I'm not sure if that would have beat out my number 5. My number 5 was a struggle between Beans, and that's not Beanie Siegel, by the way. Beans, Jid, and Billy Woods. Now, the only reason Billy Woods, I had to take it out because it just came out. So it seemed disingenuous for me to be like, well, this shit came out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had it for like 3 weeks. So it is good, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to lie and be like, okay, well, that's gonna beat out the albums that I've been going back to repeatedly for the past 4 or 5 months. The Jid, that was a battle because that Jid project is so creative and so dope. But yeah, it was just, I kept going back to that Beans. It was just, it's an indie rap nerd album. So anything he does, I'm just always going back to. But it was a struggle for my number 1 because it was like you have 2 completely polar opposite albums. You have this one that's really dark and this one that's really positive, and it's just the way I am. I just always gravitate towards those darker albums. So those are the projects I just listen to the most. And that POS kind of snuck in there because for some reason when an album comes out and I don't like it immediately, and once I do end up liking it, it always seems like I like it way more than a whole lot of other shit. And it's like once that POS album clicked, it was just like, oh, this is fucking amazing. But I mean, Damn was obviously a a no-brainer. I mean, that
What was it on
is
yours?
it was number 4. It was number 4. I feel like I returned to it a lot. I've returned to it a lot more than some of his other projects, but I definitely need to give that Quelle Chris a listen. I haven't listened to that yet. I do really like that John Wayne project where he's coming soon, by the way. I know y'all lazy motherfuckers won't know, but I'm just telling y'all that he's on tour.
Joyner Lucas, in your thoughts at all?
No, I forgot about it. And I don't know that he would be, I mean, it's one of those albums that I feel like I like it a lot when I put it on, but I don't really have much of a desire to run back and put it on.
Gotcha.
And who knows, maybe next week I might just go throw it on and it might be like, oh, you fucking up. But for right now,
that's how I feel with JID. When I heard you mention, I was like, I forgot that, because I usually have like a little list of albums that I like consider for 5, and I forgot to list that in there.
That's what I do.
Because that was an album that I enjoyed a lot too. Was that one? And I forgot to put it in my recommendations for my, what I'm gonna put for 5.
There was no way I was gonna miss that. There was no way, because I always talk about bumping with music. Like all these projects that I put in my top 5, them shits bumping with hard. Maybe Jay-Z not that hard. Jay-Z's number 1 for different reasons. Right. But all the other 4 albums, man, them shits sound amazing in the car.
I think for me having Joyner Lucas in there, I think it's just so refreshing for someone like I've never heard a project, and it was just like, and it was so dope. It was conceptually well done. So I think I was kind of still stuck on that newness of it, I guess, if you want to call it. So that's why it ended up making.
I haven't played it since the review.
The Jid?
Nope. No, not
Joyner Lucas. Yeah, no, I haven't really either.
Yeah, I have.
Jid was in my best of folder. Yeah, that Billy Woods was in there.
Projecting forward, do you think that all 5 of these are going to make your end of year?
Yeah.
They might not be in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might. Yeah. I think they're gonna be
Billy's
sprinkled.
creeping up. I see Jid will definitely be in there.
Yep.
Top 10 is going to be a
Rock
lot easier than top 5.
Yeah.
Rock Marciano will definitely be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But did y'all hear the Sci-Hi and Schoolboy?
No, is it out? I heard him talking about it. Is it out?
So this is, I can't remember the name of the song. It's Sci-Hi's first single featuring Schoolboy. I can't remember the name, but that shit's amazing. But Sci-Hi's album is supposed to be dropping finally.
On Good Music?
Yeah, Good Music.
No, I think it will this time.
Yeah, no. It is. The album's turned in. He's already dropping singles off of the shit. The album is coming.
I ain't
hear the single.
I ain't hear it.
How long ago was he on the freshman list? And that's like, he was one of the main people I'm like, oh yeah, when Sci-Hi dropped the album, niggas damn near 10 years later, he didn't drop the album. So I'm definitely anticipating this.
It'll be 11.
No, because he wasn't dropping singles before. He kept saying, the album's coming out. He ain't dropping any singles.
Exactly.
This is the first time he's actually dropped a single.
We got a release date?
Yeah, I think he gave one, didn't he?
I'm not 100% sure. But
Ken ain't sold. Ken needs some receipts.
Yeah. He needs some receipts quick.
But I follow him on Instagram. I've seen him have creative advertising meetings and stuff like so. Everything that something's happening. Everything he's putting out there is leading to an album.
I hope so, man.
So I don't hope he does all of this and then it doesn't, like, that would be the worst career move for him.
Well, Kanye's supposed to be doing an album, isn't he?
That Turbo Graphics thing.
No, he changed the name again.
Oh
I think he changed the name again.
dude.
But I think that's supposed to come
Called
out.
Moving Around.
That's the Sci-Hi track?
Yeah, that's a Sci-Hi track featuring Schoolboy.
Well, Kanye better put that Jay-Z money to good use.
Yeah, that's 20 mil.
Rock Marciano dropping another album, part 2 of Rosebud Revenge.
I did hear he was gonna
Planet of the Apes might sound interesting.
Bitter Dose. Madlib and Freddie Gibbs, based on Freddie Gibbs, he said
Yeah.
he's dropping this year, so hopefully that I'm definitely looking forward to hearing Bandana. What was you?
No, hey,
yeah,
that's
I'm looking forward
definitely
to that shit.
anticipate. Like, Freddie's just one of those guys for me now. Anytime he drop, I'm
Just stop what you're doing.
I need. Ever since you put me on that fucking project, dog. Pronto.
Fucking Lupe. It's supposed to drop another project this year.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say retire.
Well, I think he's gonna retire after these 2 projects.
Oh, that Drago's the real Drago's. I think that's gonna be dope. Like I heard some of those tracks.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward
I was like, see, this is exactly what I'm saying. That light shit. Get that light shit out of here.
Yep.
Come on, man. Throwaway tracks. He actually said that too.
He ain't gonna drop an album of throwaway tracks.
But I thought he said he dropped it to get off the label or something like that.
It wasn't I thought it was a mixtape or some shit. Wasn't it?
No, that was an album. Yeah,
Droga's Light was an album? Whatever, man. I'm sick of listening to him talk.
Sean Price, Imperious Rest.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
How you feel?
Because
No,
it's just posthumous albums don't interest me.
It always
Because there's a
worries.
reason the
It
material
worries.
didn't come out.
Yep.
And it's been this long. He's been dead for 2 years or 3. Has it been 3 years?
What's the year? 2015. I say 2015.
Is it 20? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But wasn't this his last planned album? And he just
I've never
just
heard
happened
no
to
plan
pass.
about
Okay.
it. I could be wrong though. I could
Yeah,
be
you could
100%
be.
wrong.
Yeah, you could be really wrong. Cause like, I mean, just cause sometimes it takes people, years to make an album. They might have the songs, but
No. He's been dead for 2 years. So I'm saying is, why would it then take 2 years after he's passed to release songs that he's made?
because I don't know, just trying to figure out how to put it all together. Because it's not him. You want that project to be put out the way you would think he would want it put out. You see what I'm saying? So it seems like it'd take time for something like that.
Obviously, but just the business side of stuff, right?
That too.
You gotta.
I know his life was heavily and probably was
Exactly, like the estate, like, I'm just saying, we know litigation in America, bro. Sometimes it can take that. I'm
For a Sean Price album, though.
Has anybody ever
I can't
did that
find any info
successfully?
on whether that's the case or not. So.
Did Machiavelli come out
It came out after Pac died.
after he died, and that still was a dope project?
Yes,
Yeah, but
because
Pac-
Pac had been working on a gang of songs.
And everything after that.
Yeah.
No, everything after.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I get you, but Machiavelli
Yeah, Are You
was dope.
Still Down? What Still I Rise and shit with the Outlaw?
Machiavelli was the last Pac project. Them other shits was like Pac and Friends, or you know what I mean? Like,
I get you. But I'm saying it could be a situation like that.
you're right. It could be. It could be. Who knows?